Hello everyone. I wanted to record a video explaining egg moves and how we can pass them on to the Pokemon that we hatch. And we want to do this because two reasons. One, you can get moves that you normally will not be able to get on some Pokemon. And two, you can give them TM moves without having to use TMs, which is very useful for the TMs that we can only get once each playthrough. So I hatched a Skarmory with a full moveset. And we are gonna have a look at how I figure out how that works. So I'm in the attack dex of Cerebi right now. Gen 3 attack dex. You can use different sites. I'm just using this one right now. I like the attack dex, how it works. So we type in the move we want, in this case Toxic. And we can see which Pokemon learn by level up. And I'm playing with only Emerald, so Roselia is not available to me. Which means we have Dustox and Gulpin. So let's have a look at Gulpin, who learns Toxic at level 28. And then for Cerebi, if we go to the bottom, we can see the egg group that it's in. These are all the Pokemon it can breed with. And it's the indeterminate group, which later got renamed to Amorphous. And here I have another Cerebi page open, which shows all the egg groups. Or Pokemon in egg groups. So we are on the Amorphous group right now. And if we have a look, this one is like for the newer gens. Ralts was added to the human-like group later on, but in Gen 3 that is not a thing yet. So everything else says no other egg groups except for Castform, who is a fairy. So now we have a look at the fairy group. And we get to see all these Pokemon. So I want to breed the Skarmory. So let's have a look at Skarmory. We can see Skarmory is only in the flying group. So we have to find a connection from Amorphous and Fairy into flying. And there's a couple of paths. Like here we have Togetic, who is flying. So that's a direct path. But I took a different path because Togetic is not available to me. Also, if you have a Smeargle, I think Smeargle is in the field group. I think Smeargle can sketch pretty much any move. Actually, I don't know if there's any restricted moves in Gen 3, so you can probably get every move. So if you can find Smeargle in your chain, in your breeding chain, you can just give all the moves to Smeargle and then go from there. Then you don't need any other parents to give it moves. But I'm not using Smeargle for this. I ended up going with Meryl, who is also in the Water 1 group. So we go look at the Water 1 group. And then we will find Wingull, who is flying. So I'll add it here in the notes. We started off with Gulpin. We found Castform. Found Meryl. Found Wingull. And then we can go to Skarmory. But right now we only have Toxic as a move. But I want some other moves as well. So we're gonna go back to the attack dex. And I'm gonna add Rest to this moveset. Here we find more Pokemon that learn it by level up. Quite a few more. And the one I ended up using was Spheal. Maybe Wailord is also an option. And let's see. We can just click on Spheal actually. And we can see it's in Water 1 and it is in Ground. So that means that Meryl and Wingull were also in Water 1. So if we add, like we go from Castform to Meryl, then we go from Meryl to Spheal and get rest. We go from Spheal to Wingull, who is the flying type, and then we go to Skarmory. And one thing I forgot, this one was completely optional, but if you evolve Wingull at 25, Pelipper learns Protect. Protect is also a move that I wanted. Now you can buy the Protect TM an infinite amount of times, so this, I didn't need to do this, but I just wanted to show off that you can get all 4 of your moves. So we have 3, and the last move I wanted was Aerial Ace. And not a lot of Pokemon learn Aerial Ace. Spearow we have no access to, Tailo of course we do. And Tailo is in the flying group. So we add Tailo just before Skarmory with Aerial Ace. And now we have 4 moves. One thing to keep in mind, only the father passes on moves. So yeah, that's how we get a full move set on an egg. And it takes a little bit of work, but it's a lot easier than restarting your game just to get your TM back. And this doesn't work for every Pokemon, because a Pokemon like Gyarados, Magikarp doesn't learn any egg moves. So Gyarados cannot get egg moves, even though you can use Gyarados to breed egg moves onto other Pokemon. It needs to get them from TMs itself. So if you are gonna use TMs, then you want to use them on Pokemon like a Gyarados, because they need the TMs. Rest is also a TM that you can get multiple of. It's a 1% chance from pickup at I think level 51 to 70. But obviously it's a lot faster and easier to just do this breeding chain. And yeah, that's it for TMs. There's also moves that you can learn that you don't get through TMs, the egg moves. I find Bulbapedia to be a lot better for this. Let's go to Bulbapedia. Skarmory. Let's see. If you click on Gen 3, you get all the Gen 3 moves, and it will tell you the parents. There's multiple options for parents, but these are like the fastest. Usually these are the ones that learn the move, but if like they breed it onto a different Pokemon that can also breed with Skarmory, then you would be able to get it from that parent as well. So this gets us access to Whirlwind, which is a good, like it's better than Roar. You can get Roar from TM, but Whirlwind is not blocked by Soundproof, so Whirlwind is a little bit better. And I have used Whirlwind on Skarmory, it's a really good move. On the right team. Curse I've also used. It's an interesting move. It's not the best, but it can work on a Skarmory. It's very good for 1v1s. But yeah, I think that's about it. It's a short video. I will probably at some point make a more in-depth guide, but I just wanted to make this so that if people have questions or something, I can link or I can tell them go watch this video or something like that. Because a lot of people just aren't aware that this is an option, and it's a little bit complicated with figuring out which Pokemon link with each other in the breeding chain. There might be a better way, like an app someone made or something. I haven't found it. I did try to look for it originally when I first did a breeding chain. I couldn't find it then. Maybe there is one out there somewhere. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope this is useful to you if you're also planning to breed for the frontier or something like that. And good luck with your breeding if that's what you're gonna do. And I'll hope to see you next time.